The Las Vegas Raiders put an exclamation point on the 2023 NFL season with a win over AFC West divisional rival, the Denver Broncos. I was going to say the Detroit Lions. That's not right. But overall, yes, they got a big-time win over the Broncos in Week 18 to put a cap on the whole thing, and 27-14 was the final score, even though was it really that close? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, the point is we're going to cover the recap and how the Las Vegas Raiders are building something special in our latest edition of Standouts and Fizzouts, because everybody has their own version of this, whether it's risers and fallers, winners and losers, whatever it is. Ours is Standouts and Fizzouts because players that stood out and players that fizzled out because pop. Yes, pop is the greatest thing since sliced bread, and it needs to replace all water. We will stand on the table until that happens, or maybe we can make that happen. I don't know. Like, why didn't God just make pop our water? Like, it is what it is. But anyway, so let us know also what you drink in the comment section down below. I always forget that part. Is it, Coke, Pepsi, Diet Dr. Thunder, Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew, whatever it is, let us know in the comment section down below. But overall, yes, the Raiders got it done at home against the Denver Broncos, and there was a lot to take away from this one. So first off, standouts, we got to start by talking about Antonio Pierce. I mean, the fact that you come in, you find a way to get a win and finish 5-4, you really can't be anything but happy for the guy. I mean, he just came out and did what he absolutely needed to do to coach them to a win, and I just can't be anything but over ecstatic for the guy. I really love how he was able to bring the team into a position where it rallied at the end, especially starting out 3-5 and finishing out with a 5-4 record just in his own right. Hey, he's got a winning record. Not a lot of people can say that as a head coach or interim head coach in the NFL. So Antonio Pierce, congratulations to him. Hopefully he gets promoted. I think he deserves it. We'll cover that in another video. Zamir White. So 25 carries, 112 yards. He also had a catch for 9 yards, so 121 yards of all-purpose for all-purpose yards. That is, excuse me. To me, he's shown that he can be the starting back in place of Josh Jacobs. Now, I don't love that because I love Josh Jacobs, but at the end of the day, he is a cheaper option, and could this spell a problem for Josh Jacobs? We'll get into that in a little bit of a second. Aiden O'Connell. So the first drive wasn't great. I mean, getting sacked on the very first play from scrimmage wasn't fantastic, but overall, 20 of 31, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He wasn't too careful with the football. He made some good decisions down the field. He also made a couple of nice throws, whether it was, that really nice throw there on third down to Jacoby Myers in the third quarter, kind of sandwiched it in between 3 Bronco defenders. And I mean, just nice throw after throw. Also had that really nice touchdown pass to Jacoby Myers. So really just top to bottom, I was very encouraged with how Aiden O'Connell answered the bell today as a starter and really got the Raiders in a lot of good spots. He drove them up and down the field, especially that last drive there at the end of the game to really seal it. Fantastic job by him. Also, obviously you got to talk about Davante Adams, who had 5 catches, 46 yards, and a touchdown. He was just that leader, and that pass by Aiden O'Connell kind of put it in a spot where only he could get it there in the first half right at the end there. Fantastic job by both Aiden O'Connell and Davante Adams connecting on that one. Fantastic. You love to see it. Austin Hooper made a lot of big-time catches today for the Raiders. 4 catches, 39 yards for him. You also had Jacoby Myers, who scored 2 touchdowns, one on that double reverse, if you will, kind of in a way, for that. He was trying to throw it, but he came back and ran the other way, found the end zone. Also had that really nice deep ball. It was off that pump screen fake go route that he ended up catching. So 3 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown for him as well. So great day for Jacoby Myers. Trey Tucker led the team in catches with 5 for 79. Him and Aiden O'Connell have something special brewing, and I think that he is going to be a very, very good player in the NFL for a very long time. Run blocking, I mean, whether it was Zamir White or Trey Tucker on the end arounds, like the offensive line did a fantastic job of run blocking. Pass blocking, we'll cover that in fizzouts because not so great. But overall, do we put Trey Tucker twice on here? Great. Hey, it is what it is. The guy played so good that he deserves to be on the list twice. Also on this list for standouts is Divine Diablo, led the team with 10 total tackles. Excuse me. Google always does this to me. So they always put Divine Diablo at first because I think because of his name it's alphabetically. Anyway, so Robert Spillane actually led the team with 12 tackles. Then it was Divine Diablo, but Divine Diablo made a lot of nice plays in coverage and made it tough for Jarrett Stidham to really get some throws in there. Also, I really liked how guys like Trayvon Morrig played. He had had an interception, as well as Robert Spillane. We touched on him. He did get torched in that Jerry Jeudy touchdown, but that is what it is there. Overall, I thought he played very well. Trayvon Morgan came away with that interception and was pretty good in coverage. The defensive line got after it today. I mean, you talk about, multiple players had sacks. I think the Raiders registered 5 total sacks, one by Isaiah Pulamau, who we'll get to in a second. Max Crosby had a sack. Malcolm Kuntz had a sack. Adam Butler had another sack. He's really shown out this year. Probably deserves to come back. Tyree Wilson had a sack. To just top to bottom, this defensive line for the Raiders got the job done. You love to see it. I think that the Raiders really made the best of what they had, especially defensively on the D-line, and it really played well today. Isaiah Pulamau had that couple of nice plays. That one nice play that he caught, that he made a tackle in the flat there, then also got the sack there on Stidham. The game management in the fourth quarter. So after the Broncos just scored that touchdown, there was kind of a up in the air, like, could the Broncos make a comeback here? But nope, the Raiders ran the ball very effectively, and Aiden O'Connell was able to get the team in a position to where they could win the game. Love to see that management, just from coaching staff to players to execution. It was fantastic. The end of that first half drive, so what was it, 98 yards that you had to go, and it was just not a great way in any way to really make that thing go. And I think it was DeAndre Carter who ended up kind of putting the Raiders in a tough spot. But hey, it didn't matter. They were able to climb out of it. The key play there was like a 40-some-odd yard pass completion to Trey Tucker. That's why he's on the list twice. Had himself a really good day and also really bailed the Raiders out there. So a fantastic job there. Also, the end of game possession there to win it was fantastic as well. Fizzouts. So Robert Spillane should never guard Jerry Jeudy, ever. Like, no offense, but, I mean, Jerry Jeudy had his way with him and Brandon Facyson, and it just wasn't pretty. But Robert Spillane, if you watch the play, that crosser over the middle, he was guarding him, and he just completely blew by him and made a great play up the field, so props to Jerry Jeudy for that. Also, pass protection. So, yes, the Raiders registered 5 sacks, but the Broncos pretty much did the same thing. I mean, you had Josie Jewell who had a sack. You had Baron Browning. You had Nick Bonito who had a sack. So, yes, only 3 sacks, but he was pressured on a lot more if you watch the tape. So, not great pass protection. The run blocking got it done, and that's all you needed to do. Even though there was a lot of time, especially in the second half, Aiden O'Connell had a lot more time in the second half. So, you got to give props to the offensive line for putting it together there. DeAndre Carter, who, yes, he made some nice plays on special teams, but as a punt returner, I don't know, man. Like, there has to be a thought process too. If you're going to get pinned deep in your territory and you've got the opportunity to take it out, dude. I don't know what else you want. So Brandon Facyson got burned early and often against Jerry Jeudy. Wasn't pretty, even though he made a nice play on him there early in the first quarter. But other than that, wasn't great. Marcus Epps, multiple missed tackles, including that Jerry Jeudy touchdown. And he's been kind of, not, I don't want to say a disappointment, but I was expecting a little bit more out of him this year. And then Josh Jacobs, I mean, anytime that Zamir White just continually puts up these 100-yard game performances and does this, yeah, there's going to be a problem. But overall, the Raiders came away with the win. Like, what more could you ask for? No better way to put a cap on the 2023 NFL season. And 8-9, not great. I think some of us were expecting a little bit more, but I mean, better than if they would have kept with Josh McDaniels. I full-heartedly believe that. I mean, they were 3-5 at one point. Antonio Pierce came in and did some really good things, and I think he should be the head coach. I think that the Raiders are building something, and I think they could be a special team, if not next year, the year after that, because they do have to get a couple more pieces to make it all worthwhile. But hey, let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let us know what you guys think about our latest edition of Standouts and Fizzouts. What kind of pop do you guys drink? Coke, Pepsi, Diet Dr. Dew, good Lord. Whatever it is, what kind of pop you guys drink, in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for joining us.